The man approached me with a faint smirk. If he really planned to pick a fight, then victory would go to the one who struck. What?
どうせやるなら、もう少しやる気が出るようにしてあげるわ。例えば、あなたさ。
Wait, don't tell me you kidnapped Kasumi? The woman interrupted before I could make my first move, and her words caused my thoughts of taking the initiative to fly right out the window. Shit. Shit. She's gonna take someone hostage. What? Wait. Wait, what were they saying? Damn. In my mind, I begged them to stop smiling like that. The way they smiled, even an idiot could figure out their true intentions. I couldn't help but feel bothered by the way she mentioned my presence at the church, almost like she had heard about it from someone, as opposed to directly seeing it herself. But those worries soon became meaningless. I turned pale in an instant. Fear and uneasiness simultaneously sent shivers down my spine. Yeah, I went there with Kasumi. I went to see Himuro, all your loved ones. And as I talked to them, although I think Father Trifa could protect himself, so it was fun. A good memory. I could still recall it quite well. So how dare these otherworldly fucks talk about it like it happened on the same planet? That smirking woman's voice was grating to the ears. I had to silence it, no matter what it took. I couldn't allow her to say the rest. Well, she said it though. The moment she said that, I rushed forward before I could even think. My sense of balance still felt off, to the point where I didn't think I could run straight. Despite that, I launched the equivalent of a suicide attack. I was scared. Scared beyond words. The thought of what they would do if I let them go was nigh unbearable. So I dashed towards them, emptying my mind. I let out no roar, no shout, not even a weep. All I did was charge mechanically forward. That was... What? Okay. My suicide charge had been halted with little to no effort. He grabbed me by the neck, preventing me from moving forward. I could tell that he needed to squeeze but a little harder to snap it. But I couldn't back down. A chill somewhat different from what I experienced earlier rushed up my spine. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fists. My whole body was trembling. This was rage. Fears of the horrible things these psychos would do if I didn't stop them here. Little something? Alright, fight! Power? Well, not like he knows how to use them though. Okay, who you really are. Alright, last chance. I think both of them actually knew about Ren, that he's a clueless boy, but he just wants to see just how powerful he is, you know. He drew me close to him, uttering the following like it was nothing. Wipe his city clean off the map. I felt dizziness taking its hold on me. My throat turned so raspy I had trouble properly breathing. I had no idea why all this was happening, or why these insane bastards were here. But there was only one thing I did know. This guy was serious. If I made a single mistake in how I acted here, he would likely make good of it on his word. And he could probably pull it off too. He would thoroughly, undoubtedly, mercilessly, unsparingly, and heartlessly pulverize, rip, kill, and destroy every single thing here, laughing merrily all the while. The mundane everyday life I held so dear was being rapidly painted over by the unknown. I was sure of it. So, I had to fight. I was not interested in anything that fell outside the boundaries of the unknown. I had to fight now. Therefore, I had nothing to hesitate over. After crashing my face into the man's face, I used the recoil to leap backwards. As a result of forcefully prying myself free from his grip, my neck skin was torn. My arteries seemed to be intact, but all the bleeding left me concerned. On top of that, my fist hurt like absolute hell. That punch shattered the bones in my right hand to bits. It felt like I was punching a block of stone, but not only was he not blown back, he hadn't even budged at all from where he stood. The unnatural density of his existence hadn't even wavered in the slightest from my attack. But that was exactly why I couldn't leave a man like him to his own devices. I could never ever allow this scumbag to lay a hand on Kasumi and Himuro. The man blew off his companion with what sounded like a sarcastic chortle, almost like he was toying around with small fry. His face remains completely free from bruises, even though I hit him hard enough to shatter my own face. This guy was clearly a monster. His power far eclipsed mine, and I wouldn't have even a snowball's chance in hell to defeat him in a straight up fight. In fact, I began to question if all this constituted a fight to begin with. Even so, I put my dislocated left shoulder back in place. What? You put your dislocated left shoulder back in place? Ren's not human. I gave my shattered right fist a forceful twist to fix it. I then thrust a nearby piece of wood into my sleepy leg to wake it up. I wouldn't retreat. Oh, here we go. This is the first time we see Ren's face. Whoosh! The glow and the glow in his eyes. I had grown fond of the world around me. That included this entire city. The one with Kasumi, Himuro, Sister Lisa, Father Trifa, and all those guys at school whose names I didn't know. I would do whatever it took to preserve it. I didn't need stuff I wasn't familiar with. I wanted nothing to do with the unforeseen and the unpredictable. Unlike Shirou, I hadn't the slightest interest in trying all the options. I didn't mind if my life ended up as a boring straight line. I don't mind either. I mean, at least it's safer then, right? Which meant that these freaks were in the way. How dare these scumbags invade my story? They needed to get the hell back to their own genre. Yeah, you tell them. In other words, a life ruled by foreknowledge. Such is your— oh no, I remember this line. This line was uttered by Mercurius. So this guy speaking is actually Mercurius. Okay, got it now. A life ruled by foreknowledge. Such is your— so I guess Ren is— because they said Ren or Zarathustra is like Mercurius substitute, right? So no wonder they look kind of like similar. What was that? A thought resembling static jotted through my head for a moment, but I needed it to keep it out of my mind. I had to focus on what was right in front of me. Luckily, the woman decided not to interfere. Oh, it's a woman, sorry. I thought it's Mercurius. Yeah, but the person speaking, yeah, in red lines, that's definitely that girl with that girl that Ren had always been dreaming. Yeah, the one with the scar on her neck. Yeah. I could only hope she would stay at the sidelines, as turning this confrontation into a 2-on-1 fight was pretty much the last thing I wanted. But I think it's what you really need since this is the first time you're fighting. As for the rest, I had to do whatever it took to get the better of this man. Even if I couldn't beat him head on, there had to be another way. We were both fighting hand to hand, no weapons. But the scale of the violence he wielded outclassed mine to the extent it made me want to laugh. In that sense, that last punch was a failure. With my right fist shattered, screwing up was no longer an option. Allowing my emotions to guide my decisions could very well prove to be fatal. I needed to calm down. This wasn't my first life or death brawl anyway. No need to panic. I had to carefully probe his weaknesses and crush them. Like his eyes or his joints, though he may have been a monster as long as he resembled a human in appearance, he had to have biters. Even if worse came to worse and all my attempts failed, I still needed to keep Kasumi and Himuro safe. I needed to pull myself together. I had things I held dear to the point of fighting Shirou over them. What exactly did I expect to protect if I end up getting crushed by these assholes? Oh yeah, bring it on! The ivory demon cracked his knuckles as he leveled his gaze with mine. His glare made me dizzy, but this wasn't the time to be intimidated. Yep, now we know the full name. Longinus Drazen Ordan's Obsidian Round Table. Or if you just want to keep it short, Obsidian Round Table. Number 4, Wilhelm Ehrenberg, also known as Kazi Klube. Alright, so state my name. My name is Ren Fujii. Hate to break it to you. What? Hate to break it to you, but I don't. Okay, don't you know? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Hate to break it to you, but I don't know. I didn't feel like revealing a single piece of information pertaining to my identity. Albino bastard. Oh, the man cut through the air as he approached me, letting out a beast-like roar in the process. He lunged his right palm, rather his claw, I guess. Yeah, some sort of claw. Sing. Forward. Yeah. I twisted my body with enough force to wrench my torso off, evading the attack. Ouch. The slightest grace of his attack was enough to completely tear my clothes at the chest level. Not only that, the lamp behind me was also crushed and snapped in two. His prowess was inhuman, no other way to put it. If I had taken that thing head on, he probably would have knocked away my nuts with one strike. The man howled with laughter. If he wanted to pulverize me, he could have easily done it. Yet he was deliberately avoiding just that, instead enjoying watching me jump back as I put some distance between us. Whether he was underestimating me or just messing around, it proved to be quite convenient. I had to find an opening before he got serious. Oh, at least you're having fun. Wilhelm slowly assumed an oddly relaxed pose as the words left his lips. None of his movements were elegant enough to be called martial arts. Oh no, now what? His strikes were just absurdly fast and unnaturally heavy-hitting. He moved as a pure, undiluted tornado of raw violence, against which techniques learned through effort held no meaning whatsoever. Yeah, some claw. No practice, no training. Even if you killed 100 imaginary enemies, they were still imaginary at the end of the day. Actual combat experience meant everything. Brute force was a display of arrogance particular to those who had been strong from the get-go. As if to say that improvement through dedication remained the privilege of the weak. I knew guys like that very well. This wasn't the first time I had scuffled with that sort. Dodging was a death wish waiting to happen. I got a punch that barely missed, gouging out my sternum and heart under my armpit and locked it up. I then used the force of his charge against him and leaned back far enough to break his arm. Oh, break his arm, huh? My speed and timing were perfect. I launched a superb counter, the kind I probably wouldn't ever be able to replicate. It was to be a miraculous turnabout. A complete upset I poured my very heart and soul into. However... Oh. Oh. Forget broken. His arm hadn't yielded an inch. Our physics might have been similar, yet the bastard remained completely unaffected. Impossible. How did he do that? Well, he's inhuman, that's why. Well... I shifted my force right into performing an overhead throw, kicking him right in the crotch. If I failed with his joints, I would crush him at his most vulnerable spot instead. Not even our difference in physical strength would matter with this attack. Well, I don't know, maybe his crotch is made of steel. You never know. Instead, my leg was crushed with a crunching sound, sending a wave of chills up my spine. Yeah, it's made of steel. No way. This had to be seriously impossible. What in the hell was this guy's body made of? Oh. He then immediately followed it up with an uppercut that felt like it was about to mow down my whole face. It was powerful enough to blow me away, but it didn't kill me. I felt intense nausea welling up from the impact, rattling my brain. Oh shit. He spit out blood. It hurt. It hurt like hell. God damn it! Guarding that ended up breaking both my arms. Oh man. Vomiting blood, I collapsed onto the pavement, trying to confirm the damage my body had sustained. Both hands, one leg, and my broken ribs had injured my internal organs. Fucking great. It felt almost like a repeat of what happened 2 months ago. I had just gotten out of the hospital only to get beaten half to death again. But all these similarities meant that I had experienced these kinds of injuries and pain before. Means you're used to it, but you're now fighting against a inhuman. That's the thing. I could still stand. I could do this. I was not scared. Yeah, go, Ren. Beat him to death. Wilhelm regarded me with a sneer as I continued to writhe on the ground. Naturally, he had remained completely unscarred, but it's like, you're completely no match for this guy, man, Ren. He exuded a demonic aura resembling a heat haze, his eyes gleaming with the thrill of a predator closing in on its prey. He would soon act. Oh no, another oh shit. True to his word, he only used one hand for his attacks. Despite that, he remained inhumanly fast. I mean, I think he's like using his hand as a blade or something like that. Oh yeah, because his weapon is his hand, right? But the way he attacks is not like a punch or what, but more like in the form of a claw, in the form of claws. Yeah. Oh shit. and each one of them held lethal power. Defense was not an option. His strikes were mercilessly whirlwinds of death that tore up my skin and sent my blood spraying out after a mere graze. Yeah, it's claw, right? It's like, yeah. It's like he's grabbing onto something, but not quite. I couldn't keep dodging them forever. His one-handed multi-angle attacks, a demonstration of his enormous superhuman power, seemed to ignore the very laws of physics. And they were gradually getting faster. They sped up with each one I dodged, seemingly testing my limits. I could no longer follow their trajectory with my eyes. Very fast. As such, intuition remained the only thing I could rely on. The kind of instinct that manifested itself upon the precipice between life and death. But in the end, that too became weaker and weaker. Suddenly, Wilhelm's arm stretched to unbelievable lengths. It was several times faster than the fixed, accelerated tempo of punches he had been going by up until... Shit. It was only by pure luck that I managed to avoid a direct hit. My broken right leg couldn't support its own weight, causing me to fall. As a result, I cheated death. Looked like Lady Luck hadn't forsaken me just yet. However, the pain I felt when moving with my ribs broken was intense enough to threaten knocking me out. At this rate, they might end up puncturing my lungs in the process. The biggest problem I faced, however, was Wilhelm, smirking as he waited for me to stand up. I couldn't find a way to deal with him. That speed of his seemed like it was beginning to surpass the limits of human kinetic vision and reflexes. He was probably only just getting started too. At this rate, I could probably only hope for another one or two miraculous dodges. On top of that, none of my attacks had any effect on him. At the very least, I had been made keenly aware that physical blows would do no good against him. You need a weapon, Ren. Then, what are you gonna do? Leaning against a nearby tree, I rose back to my feet. With my limbs broken, I would need to secure a new weapon, yeah. I had resolved to myself. But the thing is, what weapon can he use? Wilhelm's bloodlust exploded. He must have predicted what I was about to do. Yeah, he intended to kill me. As such, I couldn't fight him unless I was resolved to do the same to him. I used the tree as a shield in order to block a hit from the bastard that would have otherwise blown my head clean off, so like hiding behind the shield. But look at, I think the tree is going to break. Yeah, taking the brunt of his blow, the tree splintered into several pieces with a crunch. Wilhelm displayed incredible destructive power for sure, but I was counting on exactly that. Oh, using his brain? I instantly picked something suitable as a weapon out of the numerous splinters soaring through the air. Ah, smart move there, Ren. Here we go, Ren using the splinter. In short, I have found myself an improvised stick. As I couldn't catch it with my broken hands, I instead used my left leg. Oh, the only intact limb I still had. So I kick it? I performed a so-called wheel kick, lining my heel up with the stick to aim for Wilhelm's throat. I drove the stick down with the clear intent to kill. I didn't want to be a murderer, but I would die otherwise. I had no choice. And so my merciless and unrehearsed acrobatic stunt miraculously succeeded. And yet, all I heard was a mocking scoff. Wilhelm once again took my attack head on without dodging it. Not only did the stick fail to pierce him, the tip had also been crushed to pieces. Fish! His body is seriously made of steel. Adamantium, in fact. I couldn't believe my eyes. Seriously, what kind of body does this guy have? How could it not pierce him at the thinnest part of his... Shit. I had to dodge. Oh shit. My reckless dodge in this critical situation ended up resulting in further damage to my own body. That one might have torn my left Achilles tendon. Several pieces of the shattered steak were piercing through my heel. This had to be some kind of a sick joke. Was I going to die after having come this far? I have no idea why, but this guy's tenacity was absurd. I could only speculate that he had no vitals or weak points to begin with. Then, just how? Why win? You need superhuman powers, that's why. Why don't you get it? Well, you can't expect Ren to be almighty powerful at the start. Wow. Real lunatic slash shaver. Oh, kamikaze. Talking about World War II, right? The Japanese. He didn't need to tell me that. I knew that. Painfully well. What I needed now was a physical way to win. No, you need to use your brains too, but yeah. Striking during openings, coming up with plans, or dealing damage through straight up methods wouldn't help me here. I couldn't use violence within the boundaries of common sense to defeat someone who existed outside it. Not to mention how he was toying with me while calmly gauging my battle prowess. Even if I could find some way to beat him, he would most likely counter it in an instant. But even so, I couldn't just... What, so you want me to be terrified enough to be on the brink of death? What gives? As lukewarm as this, too surreal? Okay. Wilhelm grumbled to himself, his gaze practically shooting icicles in my direction. Oh, what's going on? Is he gonna, what, unlock his power? Ren? Suddenly I felt like that stare of his was robbing me of my body heat. I found my body simultaneously assaulted by a sickening combination of nausea, intoxication, and itchiness. Oh no. I could neither breathe nor blink. Hell, I couldn't even lift a finger. Is it that girl's doing? My strength had been drained, as if my life force was being siphoned out. In the blink of an eye, the blood pouring from my wounds began to evaporate. What? What's Ren going to do? Is he going to awaken his power after all? I felt convinced, this must be that girl, that it wasn't my fate to die here today. What? In a complete turnabout, Wilhelm sounded a cackle, seemingly amused by something. Did he hear that? His shoulders trembled violently as he attempted to hold it in, yet he ultimately erupted into booming laughter, unable to contain himself. That's some laughter. It's like there's some pauses in between his laughter. Ha 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 ha. That sort of thing. Yeah, it's like he's trying to hold back his laughter, but he couldn't. Oh, so he's sensing it? Not even the dark of Wilhelm's sunglasses could hide the fact that his eyes glowed a bright hue of red. A demonic aura powerful enough to manifest as a physical force proceeded to beat down my whole body with the rage of a squall. Right now, my resolve was the only thing keeping my fleeting consciousness intact. Had I been mentally defenseless when I took that stare head on, it would have been enough to instantly kill me.
式なネットやら。てめえ、あのクソ気狂いバカの腐れるのを信じてんのか。笑わせるじゃねえか、身の程知らずのカスがよ。
What? What theory?
いいな、いいぜお前。そうぜ。串刺して引き裂いて引きむしって潰して晒して捨てやら。
Alright. Masochist. But it looks like Ren's eyes have somehow turned red. You have probably the unleash his power or something like that. His cry was an eruption of undiluted, unmistakable ecstasy. The man before me found himself both overjoyed and enraged by something beyond my comprehension. Oh, I think he's speaking to that girl. Yeah. Oh, Mercurius. Mercurius the one speaking to him, and looks like his whole vision has turned completely red. The surging waves of murderous impulse and evaporating blood dyed my vision red. Before me stood an honest-to-goodness scumbag, a genuine monster with no constraints to hold him back. In the face of that merciless pressure, I couldn't tell whether my heart was still even beating. I would die. Okay, he's gone mad. Actually, he's mad in the first place, so anyway. His demonic arm of instant death came swift and sure. He appeared to move in slow motion, yet I could easily tell that a single hit from it would pulverize my skull. So, will I die here as just another victim? Seriously? Was I really going to die right here? Let's see. Tell me, have you ever experienced the sensation of foreknowledge? Oh, now this is definitely Mercurius speaking with his theory of the sensation of foreknowledge. Oh, the prior knowledge of a certain thing. Okay, some dream. A phenomenon that assaults all senses, six included. For instance, I've witnessed this scenery before. I thought we had this kind of conversation, but anyway, I've tasted this wine before. I've smelled this aroma before. I've heard this song before. I've bathed this woman before. Yeah, we've had this conversation before. I've experienced all these things before. If so, then no bliss will ever bring joy, nor will any threat instill fear. The ability to feel moved by anything the world has to offer is the price paid for one's personal paradise, Rakuen. In that paradise, no one is downtrodden. No one is depraved of a thing. That world's only master is foreknowledge, knows something in advance, a ceaseless recursion of repeating events. Yet in the grand scheme of things, is that not a denial of the concept of time? In truth, being robbed of anything such as this by an impossibility. All phenomena around you die, only to be born again, repeated ad infinitum. You may think of it as a water wheel. It continues to spin and spin, forever drawing and spilling water. Once you realize that this same concept constitutes the universal construct of the cosmos and its inhabitants, then what have you to fear? You know everything, foreknowledge, right? You have nothing to fear. In your daily existence, you do not care for moments that take your breath away. For ascribing validity to foreknowledge is indeed in your very nature. You remain unlike one such as I, who craves desperately for the unknown. Okay. Oh yeah, Mercurius is one who craves for the unknown, right? But Ren's the guy who craves for foreknowledge? Now, or rather Zarathustra, aka Ren. Will you accept the gift I have prepared to grant your wish? Both you and her were born into this world for a similar purpose. Yep, that girl. For her to meet you, and for you to wield her. Oh wait, so that girl is actually a weapon? Perhaps in the form of a guillotine or in some other form of weapon, but originates from a guillotine or something like that. Okay, but it looks like the girl is a weapon. Yeah, this girl. Abominable girl, cursed girl, pitiful girl, damned girl. Hate her and love her, protect her and destroy her. She is the worst singularity, a being outside the boundaries of that law. She is dead, yet she is not. She exists outside these worst concepts. Perpetual, eternal, immortal, divine, infinite, life beyond death. Irricate, to control the unenable, to wield it as the executioner's blade that would rip the head of this universe law. That is Irricate. So this, I guess, is Ren's weapon, Zarathustra's weapon. Yeah, Zarathustra's unenable. The sorcery I weaved and granted to my sworn friend and his followers. But its true successor is none other than you. The very fact that I am giving her to you is firm proof of that. Indeed, for instance, take a good look at the man attempting to murder you. He too is yet another wielder of Irricate. What? Another wielder of Irricate? So Irricate or unenable is the weapon, I guess? That these people will. One of the beast's many fangs. Oh. A man who had devoured countless souls to elevate himself above mere mortals. Yet hardly does that mean that he cannot be toppled by you. The unenable lusts for souls. The more they kill, the more they devour, the stronger their wielders become. It's kind of sad though, that you have to kill and then gather souls to strengthen your weapon. But that's exactly what the Legion or the Obsidian Round Table did 61 years ago, right? Just before the end of the World War II. Like, there's one guy who sucks the souls. Yeah. Actually, all of them did. Yet far be it for me to claim that quantity alone could triumph over quality. Listen well, Zarathustra. What I am about to grant you is both the most wretched and most beautiful soul mankind has ever birthed. Indeed. Well, they have met once at the guillotine exhibition there. Yeah, at the guillotine in the exhibition earlier. With her by your side, a mere 1,000 or 2 inferior souls should pose no threat whatsoever. You have my word that when you reach completion, your prowess will rival even that of my own swan friend. Oh, the yellow-haired guy. I shall anxiously await the coming of that day. Therefore, allow me to bestow upon you her soul, as well as the words to ignite the flames of sorcery. Here we go. We still don't know the girl's name, right? So, what hot or time for well dosh, for thou art fair to be so strong. Here we go. Within that hollow empty space, following a moment that felt like eternity, where a single second had been extended to last a million, my peculiar conversation with the entity finally came to an end. Wilhelm's approaching feast of immediate death had barely moved from where I had last seen it. Could I dodge it, and then launch a counterattack too? If so, then how would I do it? Well, you have granted the power, so you just have to close your eyes, think about that girl, and then launch, and then summon your weapon. Both my hands and feet had been broken to hell and back. Even if I did try headbutting or biting him, I'll probably just end up hurting myself again. You wouldn't want to do that. I think your head would be crushed. You try to bite also, no use, your teeth will be crushed. There was no point in trying conventional attacks. Simple punches or slashes wouldn't even put a dent in his armor. Then what would I have to do? How would I fight him? With a skill that could break through souls, with an art that could devour them, with a blade that could put an end to eternal recurrence. It was Aninobe. That was... I had already known that. Here we go. The moment we all been waiting for. And so time began to move once more. Oh, who's this? K? Bay. The first thing I perceived upon returning to my senses was an intelligent yet slightly irritated sounding voice. Oh, someone stopped Bay, also known as Wilhelm. Yeah, he was just about to claw Ren with those hands, yeah, like a cat like that. Alright. So Wilhelm stopped right in front of me, his hand frozen in the shape of a bird of pig's claw. A dark-haired girl stood next to him, holding in place the very same hand that would have decimated my entire face with ease. Oh, so this is Leonhard, also known as K. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is actually the last heroine, yes, because I didn't know what her other name was. I only know that she was. I only know that she's Leonhard, but now that I know that she's also known as K, yep, this is the fourth and last heroine that we have met. So we have seen, yeah, probably one of, yep. So this is probably the fourth and final heroine that we have seen. The girl that was with the Ren, I mean the one with the scar on the neck. Yeah, the girl that we saw just now, that's probably another one of the heroines. So there we go, we have seen all four heroines. This is another one, K. I see. Yeah, you're trying to kill him, Wilhelm. Huh. Yeah, I guess. Wilhelm's right wrist made a creaking sound. Oh, his flesh. The same body I couldn't even inflict a scratch on, buckling under pressure from the girl's slender hand. I couldn't believe my eyes. Let me just take a good look at this screenshot again. Yeah. Okay. Alright, continue to laugh like mad, alright? Yeah, this way of laughing is pretty strange. So that means, oh yeah, because I think I remember reading that K or Leonhard was a actually pretty new member of the Obsidian Round Table, right? Yeah, she's a new member. Yeah, the latest member. What the hell's yeah? Yeah, because Leonhard is is the newest member in the Obsidian Roundtable. Like, joined not too long ago, quite recently. Oh, it happened so suddenly. Wilhelm struck the puzzled woman with all his wrath. You're calling her subhuman? Wait, but I mean, the fact that she has such strength means she's not really a subhuman or what? But anyway. At the same time that landmine of a howl went off, the girl swept my legs and blew me away with a hit to the shoulder. The impact ravaged my internal organs, stirring up a new wave of nausea. But I was in no mood to complain. The reason was simple. Because I would have died had she not done that. The brief moment I had seen of Wilhelm's overwhelming wrath was enough to make me associate it with the very incarnation of death. Oh shit. I pathetically vomited up a mixture of stomach acid and blood, realizing how much of a miracle it was that I even survived. As for them... You wanna die, babe? Yeah? What? The tension in the air was nearing critical levels as the two exchanged glass. Why in the world were these people? Wow, what foul words coming from Wilhelm, man. Seriously. Maybe I ought to... Oh, sorry. That's Kay speaking. Anyway, now that their attention was no longer focused on me, I attempted to make a move, but have you forgotten that girl? Rusalka? Shit. Her again. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, run away? I... Bishonen? Pretty boy? What are you gonna do, Rusalka? She then placed her hand on my chest and began rubbing the wounds on my arms, legs, and the entirety of my body, almost like she was caressing them. What in the world was she? Eh? What, you're treating me? Some good old first aid treatment? Okay, at least she's kind of good. Sure. Oh. I could hardly tell if she was joking or being serious, but I had nothing to say. Okay, you're kidding. Nanode. She poked the area between my eyebrows, then lowered her voice to a whisper.
今夜はこれでおしまいにしよう。
Any tears? You mean okay? The second she said that, I lost control of my body and collapsed onto the ground.
はいはい、終了撤収。ほらそこ、いつまでじゃれてんのよ。やめてくれないと私泣くよ。泣いちゃうよ。私が泣くと大変だよ。だから仲良くしようよ。
Well, as if you're trying to put it such that if you cry, trouble's gonna ensue. Or something like that. With faint echoes of her indifferent voice still lingering in my mind, I finally lost consciousness. Oh. Then probably the first thing you think is that all a dream? Ah, it hurts. Ah, no. No, probably not. Okay, dots. Oh. She's... Nope, it's not a dream. It's still on the ground there. How long have I been out for? Maybe it's only been a few minutes, or possibly a few hours. Following my sudden awakening, I realized that someone must have shaken me up. Turning around, I saw Kasumi? Oh, it's Kei. Hi. Oh, I think this is a pose we haven't seen before. So, yeah. Kei's or Leonhardt's been waiting for Ren here until he wakes up. That's cool. Yeah, so this is another one of the heroines. The last one to appear, in fact. Yeah. But I mean, but these are 3 of the only 4 heroines that we know their names so far. We don't know that girl in Ren's dream, her name yet. But soon we will once he summons his weapon. Yeah. The black hat girl who, well, it was hard to say for sure, but it seemed like she had saved my life. She regarded me in silence, her expression visibly bored. There was no one else around. Wilhelm and the red hat girl had already left. The body and all the blood had similarly vanished. She healed you, Rusalka healed you. Impossible. How was this even?
処理はマレウスがやった。それからベイも今はあなたとあなたの周りに興味をなくしたようだから心配はいらない。
So Malus is Rusalka, right? Then Bey is Wilhelm. Alright. I mean, actually, I'm just wondering, why do these Obsidian Roundtable members have like 2 names? I mean, it's like, for example, this one, I know she's known as Leonhardt. Probably the Leonhardt name is like their official Obsidian Roundtable name, but the name, as you can see here, Kei, this is actually her actual name, her actual given name. Yeah, so I guess I presume that's the case. So it's like Malus and Bey, those are their official Obsidian Roundtable names. Okay, but their actual given names are Rusalka for Malus and Wilhelm for Bey. Yeah, I presume that's the case. And then I also heard just now from Malus that Kei only lived for not even half of a century, right? So that means she had only been one of the Obsidian Round members for like less than 25 years. So, but anyway, you have to thank Kei, man. Ren.
どうかした？
Initially confused by how exactly she had foreseen my question, I ultimately realized it couldn't have been particularly difficult. Yeah, it couldn't. I'm just taking a good look at her outfit right now, just give me a sec. Yeah, right. By clean up, she was referring to the body, wasn't she? How did they get rid of it without a single check? No way, I actually didn't want to know. No doubt having guessed my thoughts from my expression, the girl let out a sigh.
理解に至ったようなら帰りなさい。 忘れろと言っても無理でしょ。忘れてもらっても困るけど、今日のところはもうあなたに用はない。
No more business with you today, alright? But, well, eventually she'll have to... He's really gotten caught up in this so deeply in this, so he'll have to know some things. Yeah.
せいぜい交通事故にでも気をつけることね。
Traffic incidents. Okay.
体は平気？
Come on, Ren, say something.
平気みたいね。立って帰ることくらいはできるでしょ。それであなたの名前は？
Come on, don't be a coward now. She just kept on going without any concern for my feelings. Go home? Yeah, I'll go home, alright. But give my name? Well, why not?
教えるわけがないだろう。
Why? She saved you. What the hell's wrong with you, Ren?
レイのことなら心配ないと言ったはずだけどね。
お前を信じろって。
こんな嘘をついて私に何か得があるなら教えてほしい。
Yeah, precisely. Well, that might have been true, but still...
自己紹介しないの？
Come on. Okay, so I get a choice. Of course, give my name. I mean, who would want to give your name? You stupid. By the way, let me just save this, but I think it's pretty obvious. Let me just save this. Alright. But I mean, if I choose give my name, then this will actually promote my Ren's relationship with K, right? Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, not like it affect that much. Anyway, K is the next person that I'll have to go for after Kasumi, right? Although Kasumi is the first person that I'm aiming for. So, yeah. Kasumi, K, Mary, and yeah, the last one forgot her name. Oh my god, how? Okay, never mind. No, I mean I was thinking of what was that girl's name. Oh no, I forgot. I'm sorry. I mean the church girl. Oh crap, I forgot her name. But anyway, yeah, of course I'm gonna give my name. Why wouldn't I want to give my name?
藤井弁、ただの学生だ。
I considered using a fake name for a second, but in the end I didn't. Why would you want to do that, Ren? Perhaps I let my guard down because the imminent danger was gone. Or maybe I felt relieved by the fact that this girl seemed to be Japanese, at least. Either way, it didn't particularly feel like a wise decision. Well, she did save my life twice, but...
そっちは
Feeling like I should say something, I repeated her question in a very business-like way.
私名乗るなんて言ったかしら。
Oh my god. But I'm just asking you, no? I never...
もったいぶるようなことなのかよ。
それもそうね。
After shaking her head at the absurdity of it all, the girl proceeded to introduce herself. Alright, at least she still introduces herself.
ケイ、桜井ケイ。どうでもいいなよ。もうあまり呼ばれないし。
Yeah, because you're no longer a human, right? So, yeah, you're not part of the Obsidian Round Table, so... But this is your real name, Kei Sakurai. Alright.
そんなことより、ベイとマレウスの気が変わらないうちに帰りなさい。これ以上怖い目には会いたくないでしょ。
Yeah, Kei Sakurai is her name. Alright.
俺は
A horrible experience. Yeah, understatement of the century. I was almost killed. And above all else...
俺は人を
殺したのかもしれないし、殺してないのかもしれない。後から来た私には正直何とも言えないところだわ。ただ彼らは筋金入りのゼノフォビアだから あなたを人間だなんて思ってないわよ。ここでいつまでもグズグズしてて、またそんな奴らに捕まりたいの。
They were quite a capricious bunch. Also, the girl implied.
それとも私に家まで送ってほしいのかしら。
Hey, I would love that. I don't mind. But I think Ren wouldn't. Ren would mind. Hell no.
余計なお世話だ。ああ、帰るよ。
そうした方がいい。じゃあね、藤井君。また会いましょう。
I'm not sure. Yeah, right. I never want to meet or even see her ever again if I could help it.
気安く呼ばないでくれ。
What's wrong? She saved you. What's wrong with you, Ren? I turned around, spitting the words out. Like seriously, what's wrong with you, Ren? I mean, she's also one of them. Yes, I understand, but the hell she saved you. Why are you being so rude to her? Come on. The girl, Sakurai, remained silent. Her only response was a shrug of the shoulders. I found myself assaulted by an intense wave of irritation. How did things come to this? I wished someone would tell me. Why did this have to